In our pivot table, we'll have our sales month and products in our report filter, and we have some multiple items in there selected, January, February and March, but we don't know which months are selected if we look at it from this view here. It says multiple items, but it could be any item from January to December. Now this was a real problem in earlier versions of Excel, but in Excel 2010 there's a new feature. It's called slices. Slices are large buttons that shows you what has been selected in your filters, or you can call them visual filters. Now let's insert a slicer. We have to click inside our pivot table and go into the pivot table's tools tab under the options, and in here we click on insert slicer and insert slicer, and we'll get the insert slicers dialog box. Now in here we have all the field lists, so whatever's in here is also included in the slices, and we can select any one of them. Now we can select the ones that are already active here or the ones that are not. Now let's select the ones that are active, sales month and products. And then we can also select the sales region and the financial year. And finally, we'll select one that's not part of our pivot table, and that is salesperson, and press OK. And now we have our 5 different slices. So let's arrange these slices in our workbook. Just grab them and put them anywhere in there with your mouse. Okay, and the products we can bring down here. What we can do is just from the bottom we can bring it all the way up and like this. Okay, so now we can see that the sales months in there have the 3 months selected, as we said before, and also in our slicer sales month we can see which months are selected. So now we get a view that's not available in the report filter, so it gets rid of the multiple items problem there, and we can see that we have Jan, Feb, March. They're highlighted in blue, and whatever is not highlighted, that means it's not selected. What we can do is from the top right hand corner we can clear the filter, and the pivot table updates automatically, and as well as the report filter. And now we can choose a slicer that's not part of the pivot table filter, and then we can choose Homer Simpson, and that gets updated automatically. Let's choose each one of them. Now in here it means that in the sales region that they're available in Americas, and because they're grayed out here, Europe, Asia and Africa, there are no values. We can check Americas, and then if we put Europe, Asia or Africa, we have no values. So let's go to Americas, and Michael Jackson only has sales in Americas. Now let's clear the filters from here and go back. Now we can select multiple items by holding down the Control key. For example, if we want Americas, we choose Americas, hold down the Control key and choose Europe and choose Asia, and we get our pivot table updated accordingly. Now let's clear that. If we want to choose 6 months, then hold down January, press the Shift key, and then go all the way down to June, and that highlights there automatically as well. So slices are a great feature. They're new in Excel 2010, and they give us some visual filters that we never had before.